Positive. There we go. So you gotta hit start streaming and you gotta hit go live. That's dumb. Whatever. Yeah. We're learning. Doubt it. Probably will. You talking about Willis? No.
Play checkers in the park.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our British NASCAR channel.
I'm not
gonna be able to keep that up. Sorry. It ended a little early, but
I didn't mean to click it. Honestly, I was queuing it up.
well, kind of fit. Anyways, welcome to Race Hale Praise Dale. I'm Voodoo.
I'm JTDALLIS.
And yeah, we got some ADHD going on over there on his side.
No, not on my side. Not ever.
But yeah, this is Race Hale Praise Dale podcast where we talk about pretty much everything about the NASCAR Cup Series and then sprinkle a couple other auto racing things or sport things in there as well.
Whoa.
Hope you're in for a fun ride because we got quite a bit to talk about tonight as far as the new attraction at North Wilkesboro called the Lake at
Jesus, this is gonna get bumpy.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed, I have sound effects this time. So
there, in case y'all didn't know, this past weekend they decided to open up a new attraction over there at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, instead of letting the drivers drive around the track, they're gonna make them swim, right?
Yeah. So obviously we're gonna talk about the All-Star race, both the stuff that happened on the track and stuff that happened off the track after the checkered flag. And just for a little cherry on top, rumors are really heating up about Stewart-Haas shutting down their Cup team.
Definitely.
Get into all that, but before we do, we're gonna hit that intro, baby.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Officially welcome.
What in the world is going on with my stuff?
You all right over there?
Ugh. So, just to kind of let our viewers know, right now we are kind of switching up how we do our streams because we're states apart. So if stuff starts breaking down, I apologize ahead of everything.
In advance.
Yeah, that's yeah. So like if I accidentally set off a sound or something, or if my stuff drops out or whatever, I apologize. Also, I'm on call, so if I get called and gotta go to work, I apologize for that one too.
Well, don't worry. Next week's podcast, I'll be on call. So,
heck yeah, yeah. But if I get called, I have to go. This is the bad part. So,
well, I usually do too. They call me on a weekend or after hours, it's usually because something's broken. They can't do their job, and considering I work at a hospital, that's kind of important.
Nah, that'd be all right.
But before we get into all of our stuffy stuffs, there's one little stat I wanted to pull out of my 6th point of contact. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. We're trying to keep it a family-friendly show. So of the 5 times that Ford has redesigned their Cup Series car since 2013, old Brad Keselowski has gotten the first full points-paying race win in 3 of them.
Dang it, man.
So, sticking to tradition.
Yes, sir.
But now, so Ford got a points-paying race, and we're about to get to it. But they also got the All-Star race, so that's back-to-back. Have they found something, maybe?
Ford might be making a comeback.
Busch's turn next, huh?
Hopefully. Sorry. I don't know what that was about. I know.
So, going with our new layout of the show that we introduced to you guys last week, the first thing that we're getting into is the post-race breakdown. If y'all noticed, I made the little stingers just a tad bit longer than last week, so you can actually read what the heck popped up on the screen. So obviously this past weekend was the All-Star race at North Wilkesboro, and Dally's over there studying a new language called Yawnese.
I was trying to hide it, dang it.
Didn't work.
Anyway, let's talk about the most important parts. Let me slow down a little bit about this All-Star race. The money.
Yes.
So for the open race, the purse was $678,700. The All-Star race was a cool $784,525. And first place got $1 million. So just throw that out there.
No biggie.
Yeah.
A little bit of extra pocket change.
Right. I'll take 10%.
Gotta give me 10.
What's on? As soon as you hit record, I started yawning.
Give me 1% of that crap.
Yeah. I was cool until you hit record or live, whatever it is.
So Friday night, we didn't get to see no Cup cars on the track because
They were too busy swimming.
Yeah. Slacked up a little bit for the cars to get on track Saturday, and got the open qualifying and the pit crew. Well, no, the open qualifying, didn't they? They canceled the open qualifying.
Yeah.
There were only a couple cars left that were gonna go, but they didn't get to go because it got rained out, so they washed everybody's.
Yep.
But they did get to do the All-Star qualifying and pit crew challenge on Saturday, which they rescheduled from Friday night. And old Joey Logano won pole position for technically the Heat 1 and the All-Star race itself.
Also, I want to put out here, it's not on your notes, but Christopher Bell's pit crew won the pit challenge.
Was about to mention that, but that's all right.
Well,
I knew you knew. I knew I didn't have to put it in the doggone notes.
I'm decked out today.
I knew you knew, but did you know that his pit crew that won it was actually the pit crew that also won last year's?
I did know that.
Yeah, so back-to-back pit crew challenge winners, champions, whatever you want to call it. Back to Joey. Technically, he won the pole for Heat 1, but this is what we were talking about earlier. North Wilkesboro decided to open up a new attraction called the Lake at North Wilkesboro, and the heat races got canceled. So they set the inside line and outside line just based on points. I think it was.
Yeah.
It's a
On
9 points pain race. So.
on a side note, did you watch the documentary they were playing when the heat races were supposed to be going on?
I did not know.
It was actually pretty freaking good. It was called Rivals: Gordon versus Earnhardt. It's a 2019 documentary. It was actually really good. It talked about like just different things that they were going up against, like how they were different and how they meshed together and, you know, started that rivalry. I suggest you check it out. I think it's on YouTube.
I might have to check that out for sure.
Pretty good.
The yawnies again.
No.
Like we mentioned, the heat races got canceled, so we had to wait until Sunday to see more action. When the open and the main event was.
Yes, sir. So for the open, first place was Ty Gibbs and second was Bubba. So I don't know if you watched the open race, but to me it was kind of boring. I mean,
I think the All-Star race itself was kind of boring this season too.
Yeah, true.
You got your fan vote winner. Yes, that it would be Noah Gragson. Yeah. All that money that Hocevar put into it.
I know. Unfortunate.
And then somebody got the cool $1 million check. Nobody important. He only led all but one lap of the race.
Yeah, it was pretty boring. But anyway, here's a video that I put together every week. Here's weekend winners.
That's good. Switched over to that and popped that up on the screen for you. Swing.
Yes, sir.
Old Corey Hymenator. He better win that truck series, man. Truck series championship.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
I feel like I don't know. As soon as you hit like go live, my body was like, oh, it's the perfect time to get really tired and start yawning everywhere.
You know, you're starting to make me yawn, so stop it.
But
yeah, so
anyway,
that's all that fun jazz. So, before we get, we're not gonna move on to the Race Day Horizon section quite yet, because
we have a special treat.
If you're anybody that's anybody, you knew some fireworks went off after the race, and I'm not talking about the ones that they were popping off into the air.
Yeah.
Hang on, baby Jesus, this is gonna get bumpy.
Back over to the presentation screen. So the first thing we're going to show you is a video of, well, I guess we got to set precedents, right? So we all know Ricky Stenhouse got put into the wall by Kyle Busch on a whopping lap 2 of the race. Kyle Busch felt that he got squeezed into the wall. Ricky Stenhouse feels like it wasn't his fault. After watching the replay, I could kind of see both sides. But I feel like Ricky, like one of them had to back out, and neither one of them did. Racing incident is what I feel like it is.
Rubbin's racing, boys. Rubbin's racing.
Yep. So this first thing we're going to show you is the video of Kyle getting interviewed as he was walking back to his hauler after the race. Go ahead and let you listen to that real quick.
Stenhouse there at the start.
Which one?
When he got into you and then you got into him.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first lap of the race. We don't even have water temp in the car yet, and we're wrecking each other off at 2.
Did you feel like the need to retaliate against him, or was that?
Tired of getting run over by everybody. But that's what everybody does. Everybody runs over everybody to pass everybody.
And then the Gibbs one, it sounded like you took the blame for that.
Yeah, he got his tires hot and checked up early, and I didn't check up early, so that was my fault.
Stenhouse there at the start.
Nah, that was that.
Yeah, I think this is Rowdy's return.
Right. Ready.
Buddy. As
So
much
this
as I don't... Go ahead.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
I was going to say, as much as I didn't really like Kyle Busch with JGR, I definitely think that this is going to stir something in the NASCAR world where, what's the word I'm looking for? Definitely turn up some rivalry that is needed as far as Busch versus some other people. I think that NASCAR is really looking to bring in some like old school rivalries. And honestly, I don't see this being the best one, but at least it is a rivalry. Like the Gragson Chastain one was pretty decent if they would have kept it running, but
Yeah.
What's
Just
your
realized
thoughts
that I
on
don't
Busch?
have Spotify.
How strange.
I told you I'm still getting stuff set up on this thing.
Well, it's like we said at the
I do
beginning,
not know
we
where
kind of changed
things
up.
are.
Yeah, it's like we said at the beginning, we're kind of changed up at the way that we're doing things. So
Yeah, so you should be hearing the background music instead of nothingness in the background.
the sound of silence.
Sound of Freedom. Oh wait, no, that's a good movie, but not get into that right now. So if you heard in that clip, there were fireworks going off. That's not the fireworks that we're about to show you. We're gonna show you a different kind of firework. This is one of many angles of the fireworks that went off. But we chose to go with this one. We felt like it was kind of the best one to go with. But this one, we already did that. So let me get switched over to the right video here. Get it up for you guys. And we're gonna hit that play button for you. The audio kind of is garbage on it at this first part, but
Somebody get me, Doc. Hey! Oh! Hey, get out of here! Stupid! Why am I stupid? Why are you putting 3 wide? I didn't touch you! Who cares? You know we're gonna hit off at you. There's no room. Plenty of room. There's no room. Plenty of room, bud. I'll wreck you in Charlotte. Bring it! I don't give a I can tell. I suck just as bad as you. I understand. Let's go!
My favorite part of that whole, which we were kind of talking about it before, but my favorite part of that whole interaction is somebody go get my dad.
yeah. Well, you couldn't see it from this one. That's what I was saying. There was multiple different angles. But on the other side, Ricky's dad, Ricky Stenhouse Sr., decided to take a swing on Kyle Busch too, and then Kyle Busch retaliated on that one as well.
Yeah, he got like 2 or 3 decent swings. I mean, obviously these guys aren't any UFC fighters. You can tell by some of their punches, but yeah, Busch definitely got a couple on Stenhouse Sr.
Yeah, for sure. And just to, I know the audio was kind of bad, but it showed it on the screen for you. But we did pull up a post that kind of has all the audio, or at least some of it, written out for you. We'll put that on the screen so you can kind of read it. But yeah, it was pretty intense there. So basically, Ricky was like, "Well, what was that?" I was like, said something,
What?
but they didn't say.
Yeah.
But basically, they were just getting into it, going back and forth about that wreck, going off at 2.
I think Stenhouse definitely should have been upset about it, but I don't think it should have come to that as far as like coming to blows and stuff. It wasn't really worth that. And let's be honest, Stenhouse is not a major contender as far as driving wise. And he's not a big name like Kyle Busch is, so I mean, well, Busch was in the wrong in my opinion. I mean, I think Busch should have come in and apologized, say, "Hey, man, I'm sorry."
Well, like
Stuff
I
like
mentioned before, and I think it was a racing incident. One of them could have backed out from it, but neither one of them did. So they,
Yeah,
unfortunately, I mean, really, the way that Kyle bumped him too wasn't a bad bump, but Stenhouse just kind of overcorrected.
It wasn't like he was trying to put him in the wall or anything. He wanted him to go, and Stenhouse didn't want to. So
Yeah, and then Stenhouse overcorrected after he got bumped. That's what sent him to the wall.
I mean, it's one of those things. You just got to tack it up again. Hey, it's racing. Sorry about you.
Yeah.
So.
But if you heard at the end of that video there, Stenhouse was threatening to or promising, whichever way you want to look at it, to wreck him at Charlotte. So
I could see NASCAR taking that and making it where he will not race at Charlotte. So
we'll see if any penalties come out of it. I don't see any coming out just because of how much NASCAR is promoting it. Like they're putting it out on their own channels.
Yeah.
So.
Which, I mean, let's be honest, this is all a publicity thing. I mean, after Full Speed come out, they wanted a lot of drama to bring people. So,
yeah. But definitely electrifying. So we'll have to keep an eye on that come Charlotte this weekend. See if anything actually does happen. Because, I mean, he says he's going to wreck him, but they also got to get close to each other to even have that be a possibility. So.
And like I said, Stenhouse is not a big front pack driver like Kyle Busch usually is. Usually you can find Kyle in like the top 20. Stenhouse not so.
Well, Kyle has a pretty decent average finish here at Charlotte, so.
I would love to see Kyle Busch win just to rub it in his face.
That'd be glorious. So that's all of those. Close out all of that extra stuff. Worry about it no more.
That way our podcast will run maybe a little smoother.
All right, so that's that on that. Congratulations, Joey. Hopefully, that's the only race you win and you don't get any points being races. Anyways, next section we got the race day horizon.
That's a pretty picture.
Yeah, look at that. You make that. Somebody else made it.
Oh, okay. That's still pretty.
All right. Yeah, back to the show. Race day horizon. Here we go.
Yeah, I think that segment of time is great for those stingers, by the way.
Yeah, you can actually read.
But I'm
going to
start off. Yeah, I'm going to start off. So this coming weekend, of course, is the Coca-Cola 600 for Cup. They're at Charlotte. Now, starting with the schedule, Friday at 11:40 a.m. ARCA practice and qualifying. It was at 11:40 a.m. That I don't think will be televised, but starting at 1:35 p.m. on FS1, the truck practice and qualifying. 3:55 p.m. Xfinity practice and qualifying. 5 p.m. NASCAR Race Hub, 6 p.m. ARCA Race, and that race is 100 laps. 8 p.m. NASCAR Race Day, and 8:30 p.m. the Truck Series Race, which the first stage will be 30 laps, second stage will be 30 laps, and the last stage will be 74 for a total of 134 laps for that truck race.
Yeehaw.
Oh my goodness.
And we'll jump forward to Saturday. I don't know if we like keeping the schedule and the forecast separate, or if we want to put.
I was just thinking that same thing. I'm not gonna lie. I was about to be like, well, we could just jump into the forecast.
Yeah. So it's jumbled up right now, but it's.
Well, I'll go ahead and read the forecast for Friday if you want me to.
That's fine. Yeah.
All right, so for the truck race, there's a chance of showers and thunderstorms because, of course, it's NASCAR season, so Mother Nature hates fast cars. Yep. The high is 76, and the chances of rain are 40 to 45 between 2 p.m. and midnight. Winds 2 to 3 miles out of the southwest.
Insane. Another weekend of rain. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll be like Talladega, though, to where like there was a big old thread of rain, and then it didn't actually show up for the Cup race.
Yeah, I know. I hope so. Anywho.
Yeah. So now jumping to Saturday. Schedule. 12:30 in the afternoon. That's PM for new rich folk. Be NASCAR race day on Fox. I got the stream pulled up on my phone over here, and it's like a little bit behind, and I just heard the womp 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 womp. At 1 o'clock is the Xfinity Series race, which is stage 1 and stage 2 are 45 laps. And the final stage is 110 laps for a total of 200 laps, and that'll be on Fox. And then at 5:05 p.m., you got Cup and practice and qualifying on FS1. Now, the forecast for Saturday is not all that much better than Friday's race, but the Xfinity Series race time got a chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high of 84, a 32 to 49% chance of rain. So it's like a slightly wider gap there. And then the winds are 5 to 6 miles an hour out of the west-southwest. Need a sound effect for this one.
What is it?
You need a sound effect for this one. The Sunday.
I know. So I was looking for one, but I couldn't find one. I will have one by next week. I promise. So Sunday. At 4:30 p.m., NASCAR Race Day starts on FS1. At 5:30 p.m., NASCAR Race Day starts on Fox. At 6 p.m., the Cup Series race starts. That's 100 laps, 100 laps, 100 laps, and 100 laps. In a total of 400 laps. That's 4 stages.
Yes.
And that also will be on Fox, not FS1, not FS2, but Fox.
Yep. And kind of weird to think that this race will not be on Fox next season.
I know, because this will be on Amazon Prime, won't it?
Yep.
That's what I was thinking. But anywho... Oh, I'm sorry. I completely forgot the forecast. Cup Series race. There's a chance of thunderstorms. High of 86, 47% chance of rain. Winds for 6 miles per hour out of the south.
Insane in the membrane.
I'm upset.
So, I decided to add something extra here, if you noticed. Got the notable drivers, which, I mean, we got all your chartered teams, blah blah blah. But the 15 will be jumped in by Kaz Grala. The 16 is Shane Van Gisbergen.
So SVG is going to be running. Oh,
yeah. Then this one was surprising to see.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised to see that JJ Yaley is going to be in the 44 car.
That's NY Racing there. Amerivet. Team Amerivet is putting in a car of the number 50, but they haven't announced who it is or what their sponsor is yet. But yeah, I mean, it's technically the same people that are part of the money team, but I guess old Floyd Mayweather isn't involved with the Team Amerivet side of it. So it's like the money team without the money, I guess. And David Starr's coming back in the 66.
The drummer for the Beatles?
No. Race car driver. And then this one here, nobody knows this guy. I think he's making his like first race start or whatever. Perfect. Perfect.
I had one for that one, boy.
I like it. All right, so
Jimmy Johnson's gonna be running the 84 in case nobody picked up on that.
So I'm gonna keep this list on here. We don't obviously we don't have to go through it every week, but it's nice to see who is holding a streak for not having any wins or whatever.
Yeah.
So based off of this list,
never have won.
Yeah. Quite a few.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the first three, and then I'll let you take three, and then I'll take three, and we'll just do by threes. Sound good?
Sounds good.
So, in the upper part, so we're only covering drivers that have never had a win. That's Kaz Gralla. He has had 18 starts. Also a rookie this year. Zane Smith with 22 starts. Also a rookie this year. Carson Hocevar with 22 starts as well. Also a rookie. They three have never had a win.
Then, speaking of rookies, got Josh Berry, 25 starts. Not so much of a rookie of Noah Gragson, his teammate, with 52 starts. And then, unfortunately, we got to announce this one. Old John Hunter Nemechek with 54 starts.
I got a feeling it's about to be loud, just a FYI.
It's all good. Somebody's neighborhood.
Yeah. Daniel Hemrick with 60 starts. Ty Gibbs with 64 starts. And Todd Gilliland with 85 starts.
Got a driver we got a driver on the hot seat here. Old Harrison Burton with 86 starts. On a race. And then another Stewart Haas driver, and Ryan Preece, with 164 races. A lot. And then your biggest gap right now would be Corey LaJoy with a whopping 249 starts. Holy smokes. Now,
that's a lot of starts with no results.
Yeah. Now, out of this entire list, who do you think is most likely to break their streak coming up here?
Most likely? I'm going to say, okay, so I have three drivers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ty Gibbs, just because it's Ty Gibbs in this season, he's been running pretty decent.
Yeah.
Josh Berry. And I'm going to say, Noah Gragson. Those are my three. Baby.
Yep. Well, I'm going to jump off of the people who have not won a race. Yep. I'm going to go with three drivers that haven't won a race in a while. I'm going to say that they're the ones that are most likely going to get it. And Ricky Stenhouse is not one of them, so don't worry about that.
You waving?
Hi.
Baby break, sorry.
First guy,
all right.
I would say.
Thank you for that.
Only 14 starts since his last win. Ryan Blaney, he's been doing pretty decent.
We haven't.
23 starts since his last win.
I think he would be a good one.
23 starts since his last win. I would say Chris Buescher. He's on a hot streak right now. Good bots of momentum going on. And then last but not least, with 34 starts, rowdy Kyle Busch.
You think old Bush has got it this season?
Yep. I think those are gonna.
I don't know. Rowdy's done really good. He's got a pretty good. But I also believe in momentum, so I want to say Logano. But my pick has to be Johnson.
Hey, going old Jimmy, huh?
Who would I?
That's our picks for the upcoming race. And if you want to make some picks for the upcoming race, we're getting our fantasy league. I'll host it on NASCAR.com.
Yes, sir.
Gotta search for the Raise Hale Praisedale podcast, and that's HALE with the podcast on the end of it.
Hale with, yeah.
Is you go for the regular old Raise Hale Praisedale without the podcast, and that's somebody else's, and you don't get to get, if you win it, you don't get to get a die cast from Lionel Racing like we get.
X. Also, we are having another giveaway. There's only 2 entries, and it is so easy to get involved. We will be drawing for it on July 1st, which is only 6 weeks away, remind you.
It's coming. Coming, baby.
Oh yeah. For those of you that don't know, 6 weeks, we will be doing our live together for the first time.
On a single
because we will be
camera.
on vacation. Yeah. So we will be on vacation together. What? You're blocking light. Oh my goodness. The voices in my head are being annoying since I'm not on the show tonight.
I thought they weren't going to make an appearance.
Well, I didn't think so either, but that's okay. Anyway, so right now we have some stuff from Texas Track, some stuff from Talladega, because we both been to those tracks. There is multiple autographs, plus some like cool hero cards, stuff like that. Yeah, he's got 1 or 2 that you're throwing in, right?
Yeah, you're not getting all of these.
And then, hang on, I can show it. It's right here beside me. Give me a second. I thought it was anyway.
Also, this, which I still got in the plastic. Driver autograph on this cup as well. That I'm probably going to throw in there for you once we get some more signatures at Nashville.
Yeah, my wife's getting it because it's hanging on the wall because our dog likes to chew on stuff. And he found the original bag, but luckily I had a backup.
Got another cup with some autographs on it, but y'all aren't getting this one because this is going to them. It's got Noah Gregson and Alvin Kamara on there.
So you're gonna get this bag. Okay, I'm sorry. Not them. Apparently, the voices in my head are laying claim to that cup.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They're not getting the one with both signatures. They're getting the one with only Noah Gregson on it right now.
It sits on the shelf because it's...
Which, when we go to Nashville, it'll probably get a few more signatures. But
getting a Cole Custard fan. Yeah. A signature from Eric Jones. It's kind of hard to see on that because I've got it wrapped up so it doesn't get mussed with. Getting Texas Motor Speedway sticker. A Colby Howard rubber card. A free cone from Andy's Custard. Sorry. A Cole Custard sticker. Let's see here. I know there's more in here, I think. Well, maybe not. I thought there was. But anyway. That's what's in there so far, plus whatever we add from Talladega.
All you gotta do is jump into chat here, or in the
Nashville.
comments after the fact, or on our Twitter, or Dally's TikTok, any of those, and just comment a NASCAR Cup Series track, and bam, you're entered. And we got a 50-50 chance going on right now, so if you want to get in on that,
right,
get in.
Yeah, we're not asking you to donate or buy anything. We just, I mean, it'd be great if you guys subscribed when you did it. I would love that. But it's
not a requirement.
It is not a requirement. I want to set up a milestone though, real quick. Voodoo, me and you kind of talked about this. So we are really close to hitting 25 subscribers, and we said once we do, we were going to release a bonus episode. Now we don't know what that bonus episode is yet, but we've got some ideas floating around. On top of that, after our Monday podcast for July 1st, we are going to be slowly releasing a few bonus episodes that we're recording together. So get pumped up for that one. So
Unless we absolutely hate each other in person, and then you might see us pull a Kyle Busch and Ricky Stenhouse. Who knows?
and we will be glad to post that video.
Well, yeah. So get into the fantasy league. Get into the other giveaway.
Oh yeah.
Got some cool stuff. And just think, hey, you spreading the Yawnese disease to me. Just think that this
That's not
this is
fair.
our first, I guess, quote unquote season that we're doing for this version of Raise Hale, Praise Dale. So giveaways in the future can only get better.
Then the more the people subscribe, the more we can throw into the giveaways. So like I told you a little bit before, my goal for this is to hopefully be able to like use whatever money we make off of this, which right now we are making none. I want to make that clear.
We're going in a negative for y'all.
Yeah, technically. But I would love to at least buy like 2 tickets to a race. So me and you could go to a race and then maybe eventually get enough tickets or enough to have a fan come with us. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's a long ways away though.
Yeah. We got our focus right now is getting to that 25 mark. We'll need 2 more people.
So,
could be you.
2 more people. Yeah, and then hey, we who knows? I have no idea what our bonus episode is gonna be. But it'll be fun.
No,
I think
I know we got that bonus episode coming up, but I think we're gonna have another one that's not the 25 subscriber deal coming up too, which is one of the questions that y'all came up with last episode. Exactly how the point structure is broken down. I think we're gonna record that one probably in the next couple weeks.
Yeah,
Get that out.
That's what I was gonna say. I figured for our subscriber milestones, we won't do like, unless people really want to, but informational ones, but like funny or different bonus episodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Wants to see.
But anyway,
He ran away. Yeah, so that's the giveaways that we got going on right now, and we will have more in the future, but that's all you get right now. We ain't trying to break the bank.
my sister, Mary.
Now, the fun stuff,
I'll tell you here in a little bit.
the trackside trends, all the NASCAR updates, team
It's-
updates, and changes, and new sponsors, and all that stuff. Let's
Yes,
hit that.
sir.
Let's jump over to trackside trends. Yeehaw.
All right.
So-
I'll start off if you're
Speaking
okay
of
with
boom
it.
confetti, go ahead.
Jimmy Johnson is set to join NBC Sports booth for 4 races this season for the Indy 500, Daytona, Talladega, and Phoenix. This one is interesting because he is also scheduled to race during this event, as far as Phoenix goes.
Well, on a different note, he's covering, like, he's not racing in the Indianapolis 500. He's going to be trackside doing some coverage. But
Yeah.
then later on that day, he's racing in the Coke 600. So, yeah, kind of interesting there. But yeah, the Phoenix one is going to be different. It's maybe like an in-race reporter type situation.
That'd be my guess. Well, he did do the. Hang on. Hey, stop doing that.
Unless he's planning on getting
Right.
wrecked out early, which he better not.
He better not. He did do the It's there. The call. What is that called?
Oh, the most famous words in motorsports.
Yes, the that he did that for what race was that?
Was it Kansas?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was Kansas. He did that in the car, so I mean, they might just shoot to him at certain points during the race. That's all I can think of.
Anywho, we shall see.
Yeah.
So we mentioned earlier that the Coke 600 would be on Amazon next season. Well, Amazon Prime Video announced something else. We're gonna have a documentary on the history of NASCAR with the focus on the Earnhardt family. It's gonna be called Earnhardt. Gonna have 4 parts, so it's gonna be like a little mini docu-series. That'll be coming out in 2025.
As much as I'm looking forward to that, I think like Earnhardt's have enough documentaries about them. I mean, you've got Dale, you've got it wasn't necessarily a documentary, but you've got like 3, you know, the greatest story, whatever. There's so much stuff, like you pretty much know the Earnhardt history if you've been a fan for very long. I would like to see like a Petty documentary or a Bodine documentary or an Allison you know what I mean? Give me a Wood Brothers documentary. That's what I want to see.
Well, I would say they need somebody better than Harrison Burton in there to get that going.
Facts. Give me a Hendrick documentary. I would take that.
I'd take a Legacy Motor Club documentary.
Yeah, but they haven't been around long enough, really.
Richard Petty and Jimmy Johnson have been around a long damn time.
Well, yeah, but look, if you're going to do that, you might as well throw Earnhardt in there and just call it 777.
I'm down.
I mean, I wouldn't complain. I was just saying.
Yeah. Next piece of news, breaking down the 2025 schedule. We got a couple of confirmed dates.
Yes, sir. You got, of course, North Wilkesboro will be the site of the All-Star race, May 18th, 2025. You've also got the Coke 600 for May 25th, 2025, and that will be the first race covered by Amazon Prime.
Yep. Then we mentioned last season about the in-season tournament. Well, we figured out that Atlanta's not going to be part of the playoffs, but it will be the first race of the in-season tournament, and that'll take place on June 28th. And yes, you'll look at a calendar, that is not a Sunday.
It's a Saturday.
Saturday night race, baby.
So we meeting in Atlanta on Friday?
Hey, it's just a little bit further than Dega.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have as far to drive as I would.
Very true.
But I also have an aunt that lives kind of close to Atlanta. So I would just room with her and buy a plane ticket, you know.
And then the next piece of news, which is like, whatever. The championship weekend is staying in Phoenix. Be that Halloween weekend through November 2nd. So, now, I should have put this one next. The other one.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. So, as far as the final 4 race goes, which is the championship race, for 2026, Homestead has put their bid in to be the deciding track, and I am 100% for this. I think it would be a good mix. Wouldn't be too cold. It's a good track. I like it. So
I liked all of their championship weekends there.
I'm gonna say that would be my pick. Or if they wanted to bring back Rockingham, that would be even better.
I did see something about Rockingham saying that they'd be NASCAR ready by next year. Playing.
Please, baby, give it to me.
Matter of fact, I think I have it. Can't go look at this because it'll take your camera off. Pretty sure I put a link to something in our Discord saying that Rockingham would be NASCAR ready in 2025, and you'd be surprised at what'll happen there in 2025. So I don't know if that's a hint at something on the schedule or not.
I hope Rockingham comes back. That was one of my all-time favorite tracks. I love going to like NASCAR classics and watching it. Oh,
I mean, if you think about it, and they brought back North Wilkesboro.
I hope it's not like an exhibition race. I really hope that it is a full-fledged NASCAR.
Well, speaking of exhibition races, they haven't announced where the Clash is going to be at, but the rumors are real high that it's going to be at Bowman Gray Stadium.
In the baseball stadium?
Oh, Bowman Gray.
I don't know what that is.
What?
I don't know what that is.
What kind of NASCAR fan are you? Hold on.
Hang on, I'll Google it real quick.
Bowman Gray Stadium. Go ahead and pull up this about Bowman Gray Stadium. Located conveniently in downtown Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Bowman Gray Stadium is the definition of excellence in short track racing.
Okay, I see.
So it's
Dang,
a little,
that'd be one. Yeah, it's
little
just
tiny
a little
track
bitty
that's actually built for racing and
not sports. I got you.
Well, racing is a sport.
Yeah, so they run like mods and stuff on it. Okay. It's a NASCAR sanctioned. Oh, so that's where the Whalen runs. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be cool.
Yeah. So rumors of that happening, but no confirmation yet. We'll see. The next piece of news. So right now, all of the in-car cameras for the drivers is available through the NASCAR app. Well, that's changing next season. It'll be exclusively on Max streaming service. That's not going to change like broadcast coverage of in-car cameras and stuff, but you gotta subscribe to Max if you want to get into any driver's in-car camera during the race. Interesting change there. Not paying for an extra streaming service just to get that.
No, I literally have YouTube TV just to watch NASCAR, and I'm pretty sure if I did another one, my wife would kill me. So
right.
That, and it's not even the actual like race; it's just the in-car. So
yeah.
It's talking about Max. If you have a Max account, you can watch all of the in-cars. Yeah.
Anyways,
I'll just
moving forward to team changes. First on the board is old Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. And Project 60 is back, baby.
Heck yes, brother.
Cam Waters gonna be hopping into that number 60 car at Sonoma. It's an AUKUS/BuildSubmarines.com car, which we do have the scheme reveal here in just a few minutes. Talk about or show you. Talk about.
Sorry, I was getting yelled at because I'm about to buy a Johnson car.
Which one you about to get?
I will reveal that later because it pertains to the show.
I know which one you.
The car. No, I'm buying it to put behind me in the rest of my Johnsons, but it is my F-Cube scheme.
Yeah, I don't have that scheme, which I need to add it to mine too. But
I do
anyways,
not.
Next team change or driver announcement or whatever you want to call it.
Sorry. I'm behind on notes because I was ogling over stuff. RCR, you got Will Brown at Sonoma and Brad Keselowski at Indy.
Brad Decky. Not Keselowski.
Oh. Kosecki, I'm sorry. I was
Completely
like,
different driver.
Keselowski running for RFK or not, or RCR, not RFK. I was like in my back. Maybe I should look a little deeper.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is.
Next bit of news is what we've been talking about for a little bit. Rumors that Stewart-Haas Racing and all 4 of their charters are to be split between Front Row and Trackhouse. Stewart-Haas will be then just dropping down to Xfinity only team. Charters have climbed in recent years to about, I think it was about 40 million was the price tag on them most recently.
Yes,
well, because they're going to be selling them like hotcakes, that price could lower a little bit to an affordable price of anywhere from 20 million to 30 million.
only about tree fitty.
So that's interesting. I can see the Trackhouse part of it, but I don't see Front Row buying 2 charters. I can see them getting 1, but not 2.
I don't know on that one. I agree with you. I don't see Front Row being able to afford 2.
I don't see them having like the people to get 2.
Unless someone's moving over with the charter.
Well, you already got to fill the 34. The 34 is not filled yet.
Yeah.
McDowell's jumping to the 71.
Unless you're bringing over the drivers that are already in those cars.
Maybe. But I don't see Front Row giving up the 34 number. I see them running the 34, the 36, and the 38 if they get another charter.
Maybe they put Briscoe in the 34.
I can see that. I can see
Briscoe
them pulling
and
over.
Braxton are the 2 that I could see moving over.
Honestly, I kind of see Gregson going over to the 21.
Okay, yeah, I could see that, yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Lane Smith's going to be on Trackhouse, obviously. Oh, he hasn't been doing too well. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Anywho. As far as Legacy Motor Club goes, the number 43, Eric Jones, is expecting a baby with his wife Holly in November of this year.
Yeah, another Legacy Motor Club member. Go.
Oh, little Jimmy.
Jumping back to charter information, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is getting into the rumor mill now. But he's saying if he can't purchase a charter for Junior Motorsports, then he's open to investing, quote unquote, into a current Cup Series.
And to add a little context to this is exactly what Keselowski did with RFK, and they ended up putting his name into the name of kind of like a law firm is the best way I can describe it. So he's looking into doing that, investing in, or like Johnson did with Petty GMS. So that could potentially mean a huge rebrand, which, I mean, I could see it with it being Dale Jr. because Junior Nation is still freaking huge.
Front Row Motors, Front Row Earnhardt Incorporated. Fry? Question mark.
I don't think they could use Earnhardt Incorporated because the Wicked West the Wicked Witch of NASCAR still owns those titles.
Well, it wouldn't be Earnhardt Incorporated. It would be Front Row Earnhardt Incorporated.
FRE.
FREI.
They call Freebird.
Fry. Anyways.
Anyway. That's enough of my dad jokes. I'm sorry. So colleague has tried to clear their name, saying that they are not merging and not going anywhere anytime soon. Chris Rice stated that they will be here for a long time.
Interesting, because last week we mentioned that them and was it Front Row would be merging?
I believe so.
Or no, I think it was Colleague and Trackhouse.
But another thing that he said that you don't have on the notes, I just have read the article, was that he was saying that sometimes they spread information so people talk about them, which is, I mean, it's smart, but
yeah, also cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
So we just gotta wait around and see what's gonna happen with the charters.
Yeah,
probably start hearing stuff in the next month or two, I think.
That's what I expect anyway. Or who knows, they might just let it go until next season and then at the beginning of next season announce it.
Right.
All right. Let's talk about sponsors. Would you like to sponsor this podcast? We are open to any sponsor. No, I'm just playing.
He's not lying, but that's not what we were going for.
Yeah, I'm not lying, but no, we're new sponsors for the Coke 600. I'll go ahead and let you take it since I
Ross Chastain in the number one. He's bringing Jockey back, but they're in collabs with Holds of Honor for the Coke 600.
I hope he runs another American flag car. That was such a good scheme. Him and Daniel Suarez, like their schemes were top tier. So
yeah, it definitely is going to be patriotic of some sort.
Oh, I'm sure. It's the Coke 600. Most of the schemes are patriotic.
I got a feeling we're going to see some teams not participating again. Kind of pisses me off, but it's what it is.
I would love to see an 84, but a throwback to his Support Our Troops.
I'd be down for that.
Like, specifically the 2003 Support Our Troops, because it was one of the best. Anywho, and the number 38, Todd Gilliland, with his Warthog air compressor store. If they can put and make this car look like a Warthog, like an A10, that would be fantastic. Let's see. Okay, I was gonna say since he stepped away, but it looks like he's coming back.
Yeah, my kid and my wife decided to come in here and take a shower in the bathroom in here, and they didn't close the doggone door, so it was loud.
Heck yeah.
So which one did you cover?
I just went to Todd Gilliland. I said, since his sponsor is the Warthog air compressor and it is like Memorial Day weekend, if it does not look like an A10 Warthog, I will be severely upset.
Well, you will be severely upset, and you will see why, because we will reveal that scheme here in a few minutes.
Already upset.
Next up is JJ Yaley, the 44, making a return to the Cup Series with C&D Investments. Not sure what this scheme's going to look like. Chelsea.
Either do I. All right. So in the number 50, we have someone we don't know yet running the Team Amerivet car. So,
well, the driver or the sponsor haven't been determined yet, but Team Amerivet is the team.
Oh, I see that
50.
now. Okay.
And then jumping to the next number in the series, 51. Justin Haley is running the Cleaning Authority. Whoever that is.
And then I don't know why this was out of order, but this isn't for the Coke 600. This is just in general. Okay,
yeah,
I see.
Well,
now.
This is for Chicago.
Yeah. I really love this car, and you will see why later. But in the number 34 for Chicago, Michael McDowell is running a White Sox scheme. and it is beautimous.
Yeah, he ran like a minor league team scheme this weekend at the All-Star race.
Michigan, wasn't it? No.
I don't remember.
Anyway, yeah. But the White Sox look good.
That's all that good stuff. Now we get to the fun part of revealing some of the schemes.
If you would like to sponsor this podcast, be sure to email us at rhpd.podcast@gmail.com. Thank you.
I can't even say it.
I don't know, dude. No, I can't talk. You know that.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump into some paint schemes. Twing. And I guess I'll let you take the first one, since you don't like this driver at all.
Not at all. Okay, so we've got Christopher Bell in that beautiful 20 Ream car, only it's got a patriotic twist to it. I like it a little bit. I think it could have been better, but it's okay.
Yeah. I could apply the same terminology to the William Byron Liberty University car. They threw a little bit of camo in there. This isn't Liberty Mutual Insurance, sir. Liberty University.
I didn't say Liberty Mutual. I said Liberty Biberty.
Anyways, they threw some camo in there. They threw some stars.
I like the naval blueberry camo that's in there, but at the same time, I don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'll look good on track. So we shall see this weekend.
Let's see.
Coke 600. Here's the not Brad Keselowski scheme.
I'm glad you said that because I really did about to say it again. Brad Kostecki, is that how you say his name? Kostecki?
Maybe. Who knows?
You know what this scheme gives me vibes of? And it just looks like it gives me the do you remember the 31 Sinclair car?
Yeah. That was orange though.
Yeah, it was orange instead of green. But that is what it's giving me with the big X on the hood and stuff. I know the Sinclair logo wasn't Sinclair. What was it? Singular. It was a phone company.
Singular Wireless, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know it wasn't exactly an X, but it just, I don't know. It just popped in my head. So I like it. It's simple, but I like it.
And up next at the Chicago Street Course.
Chicago.
Oh, Michael McDowell running that Chicago White Sox scheme.
It looks good. I like it. It's one of my favorites.
It's simple, but it does work well for them.
I think it's going to look good on the road course.
Yeah. I think you'll have a couple of fans out there. The White Sox.
Oh, yeah. I would love to see him run like a Bears or a Cubs.
Yeah, maybe. Up next, another front row driver.
You got Gilliland. This is probably one of my favorite ones that we've unveiled. I mean, it's very simple, but I like it a lot.
Which is surprising because you said it should look like a warthog, but it doesn't.
I know. I know. I was about to get into that. I was going to say I would have liked it a lot more if it was, looked like a warthog with the shark mouth on the side. And... Yeah.
And then last but not least, the last one we got to show you for tonight is the Cam Waters scheme for Sonoma. Oh,
this scheme.
Patriotic twist to the buildsubmarines.com scheme.
I definitely like. So, in my opinion, RFK has some of the best schemes as far as like patriotic schemes because they keep it simple, but it's simple done in a tasteful way, if that makes sense. So, like, of course, they're running forward, so you got like the Ford racing stripes up the back. You've got, it just looks, it looks really good to me. And what ties it all together are those reflective silver numbers. I mean, it just like it bordered and looks like red and black, or it could be a little bit of white, but to me it looks like red and black. those reflective numbers make the car pop on track. So I definitely like that one.
We'll see this car on track at Sonoma.
Yes, sir.
Gotta wait a little while before we can see it on track, but I do like the way it looks.
Yeah. And speaking of patriotic schemes, you want to run our S cubed intro?
I don't know, do I?
Do you?
Of course I do. Ha ha.
So since I have the then scheme, this was the scheme I was coming out. I'm gonna have to buy because I found a pretty good deal on one. This is the 2010 Jimmy Johnson Honor Our Soldiers scheme. For those of you that don't know, Jimmy ran a bunch of Support Our Troops schemes in the early 2000s. This is one that he ran in, like I said, in 2010. They also had here in more recent news for Darlington's throwback. We had a truck throwback to this scheme. It's one of my favorites. I love the car tomorrow. It brings back a lot of nostalgia. Lowe's and the USO announced the creation of this family fund with this car. I'm sorry, the Lowe's USO family fund. They announced the creation of that. It's just, I mean, if you don't like that car, there's something wrong with you. I hate to tell you that.
I would love to make this scheme in Forza, but it's complicating.
Definitely. Now, granted, when it ran, it did not have the best. If I remember right, he got wrecked out. But it's okay because he won the championship that year. But it started P5 and ended in 37th. So, but it is it's just a great scheme. I mean, like I said, you've got to be blind not to appreciate it.
It is pretty. I don't have that one in my collection yet.
Either do I. I have two other Power Prides, but not that one.
One, two.
No. I have one big one. But the other two are.
I have four.
Also, I have a tire from the race that this was raced on.
Not this car, though.
Tire. No, I don't know if it's the car or not. I don't think it is, but I have a right rear tire because Goodyear produced a special tire for that race that was Support Our Troops tire, and it had the colored letters for Support Our Troops. I'll have to get it out of storage. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to go get it right now.
That'd be kind of hard to show on camera.
Yeah, that might be a bonus episode where we walk you through some of our favorite pieces in our collection, because that is definitely one of my favorite pieces. But I want to say that one the one that I have come off the number 6 car, but that is the tire that they unveiled for that race solely, and I have one.
Nice. Well, that's the old Jimmy Johnsonator.
Nice.
I'm Jimmy Johnson. Boom, confetti.
Yep. So, sticking to Jimmy Johnson, kind of, sort of, going with the Legacy Motors Club scheme for my pick this weekend.
Ooh, what'd you pick?
I went with the old John Hunter Nemechek scheme.
The Harry Gant throwback?
Technically a throwback to Harry Gant, yeah. I don't know what it was about this car on track, but that thing popped off. Now, it sucks because I only got to see it in the open, but didn't make it over to the main event, but still pretty nonetheless.
But he ran it in Darlington as well, so we got to see him on that one.
This was not the scheme that he ran at Darlington. It was a completely different scheme.
Is it? I thought it was...
Somebody else ran a Harry Gant scheme at Darlington.
That might be what I'm thinking of then.
Yeah. It was one of the petties that Nemechek threw back to at Darlington.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Hang on a minute. If I swore it was this one.
While he's looking up that, so I can prove him wrong. Started the race in 9th. This is the Open that he started. Finished in 14th, which was not good enough to get into the main event. So, it is what it is, but it is a pretty scheme.
You're right.
Of course I am. Kind of do these paint scheme videos every week, you know?
Well, I guess I was getting. Then who did the Gant throwback?
See if I can figure it out real quick.
Because it was really similar.
It was. I think it was the exact scheme, throwback scheme.
It was
Just on
no.
a-
This one's saying it was Okay, so Brett Moffitt did it.
No, it was a cup car that did it.
Yeah. All I'm seeing is John Hunter Nemechek's car. I mean, it was a different variant. It looked like, but it was.
It wasn't Harry. It wasn't a Harry Gant throwback at Darlington for him. Sure is. Do it on my computer. It's not letting me do it on there.
Okay. Okay, so. No, that's not. What the heck?
Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Galleries.
He ran a Family Dollar throwback.
Darlington.
Who ran a Harry Gant car? Because I know we talked about it because we talked about how they didn't have the Bandit on it.
Yeah. The John Hunter Nemechek did a Family Dollar scheme, which was red.
Unless we just unveiled the one for this one.
Excuse me while I get this.
We might. I think I know what it is. We this scheme for that weekend, as far as like possibly, because I don't see any.
That's the
Harry
scheme
Gant.
there that he ran at Darlington.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any.
Maybe it was somebody in the Xfinity series that ran it, because I remember somebody else unveiled it too.
I seen that Brett Moffitt ran one, but I don't know if that was this year,
There we
last
go.
year.
It was Xfinity. Parker Retzlaff.
Okay. Yeah, because I know he ran the Family Dollar like red and white scheme. Huh. Okay. Sorry I wasted everybody's
Gare.
time. Yeah, I knew he ran that one. But I swore that we had covered this scheme before.
We might have announced it last week.
That might be what I'm thinking.
Yep. So that's my my like scheme spotlight. Scheme. I think that covers just about everything for this episode.
I think so. Are you ready for me to run the outro real quick?
Well, first you gotta like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. Follow us on Twitter.
Ooh, that is right. Yeah.
Fun jazz. Yep.
Yes, sir. So after you like, follow, and subscribe, and comment your racetrack so you can get put into that giveaway. All right. So thanks again for riding shotgun with us on this episode of Raise Hale, Praise Dale. Remember, the checker flag might fall, but the excitement never ends. So until next time, keep the pedal to the metal and the passion for racing burning bright. This is Raise Hale Day. Oh my gosh, Raise Hale, Praise Dale. Signing off. Catch you in the next turn.